This demo will show you how to use EMT. Firstly, look at the grey boxes in the center. These are the lectures. When you hover over the lecture, you will see the content that is included within that lecture. You then either can view the lecture by clicking on the View Lecture icon or print the slides as shown. Now for the use of the diamond. Simply select the client type you want by clicking on it. For example, click on Function. This will move the selected client type to the top of the diamond. Then either click on the Theory lecture to see what the principles are of training these types of clients, or click on a phase to go directly into that phase. When you have selected the phase you want, it comes up with all the appropriate exercises for that phase and client type. You can select any exercise to see it being played in the video player.
Lateral step side bend dumbbell press. Stand in a shoulder press position, dumbbell in each hand, palms facing out. Then to perform the movement, step to one side, drop the hand down to the side you're stepping to while performing a windmill action with the other hand. This exercise is excellent for multi-plane stability and mobility to the shoulder and the lateral system.
Alternatively, you can click on the View Sample Programs. Here you can see the sample program that has been pre-made for this client type. You then have the option to print it off as a PDF, and you can return to all the exercises that are within that phase. Alternatively, you have direct access to the videos of all exercises, mobilizers, SMR and games by clicking on the video library icon in the top right. Here we can see a drop-down list, and you can select between exercises, mobilizers, SMR and games. As you can see, the exercises are arranged in terms of anterior exercises, posterior, lateral or spiral. The mobilizers are arranged the same way, whereas the SMR and the games are simply in list format. So click on any of the names to see the exercises played in the video player in the center. So that is it. As we can see, a very interactive program design piece that has over 80 exercises and a lot of theory behind it, and also a very clear way to progress your clients through the different phases with options of going into the phase, printing pre-made programs, or simply viewing the exercises that you wish.
So you can see here that there's a lot of integration through the thoracic spine, down through the hips, through the knees. Form an internal or inward rotation step, and then they're driving, externally rotating that shoulder, and a slight drive through the hip, but we don't want excessive hip drive. Driving the barbell. Now we'll notice that you get a lot of frontal hip motion going on through here, and just look at how hard the foot, both feet actually, are having to work. All this pronation and supination. So we're taking a lunge with a set, just setting the ball down, crossing over with the step, and then a rotation. Now a couple of points to movement. Step to one side, drop the hand down to the side you're stepping to while performing a windmill action with the other hand. This exercise is excellent for multi-plane stability and mobility to the shoulder and the lateral system.
We as humans really don't move well in the frontal plane. So if we can take a simple mobilizer and combine it with a very regressed, a very subtle movement, we're going to get a great result in through the hips. If I get Ollie to perform this, what you'll notice is Ollie's going to step forward and simply reach over to the lateral side. Now the great thing about this is a great movement. You can see Ollie moves extremely well. This is what I would call a relative movement, because what it looks like is he's actually flexing quite a lot from his trunk or from his spine, which he's not. It's because he has great movement, and you can see how far his hip comes out. He has great movement in the frontal plane, which allows him to get over quite a long way. So that means his frontal plane movement is fantastic. What we'll see more with our clients is we'll see more of this. They'll step forward and they'll want to reach forward, and you'll notice their hips won't go very far at all. So their movement will be more this way.